Hello there, welcome to the 38th episode of The Daily Shed. And today I want to talk just a little about false harmonics. And false harmonics, you won't always hear that term, but to differentiate from natural harmonics, which is the ones that just naturally appear on the guitar, especially at the easiest ones to get are at 12th fret, 7th fret, 5th fret, on up the neck. To differentiate from that, a false harmonic is where you're actually fretting a note and then playing an octave above it. Like that. And I just want to sort of introduce the idea a little bit, especially with playing them on the high E string. That's the way that you can integrate it into a song, or maybe playing at the end of a song without going crazy and doing the Tommy Emmanuel, Chet Atkins thing where you get this like big waterfall of harmonics, which is wonderful, but is very difficult. I just wanted to sort of introduce this to you. So basically the concept is that you're fretting a note, and then 12 frets up from that, exactly 12 frets up from that, then you play a harmonic. And you're doing it the same way as here. You do it at the 12th fret, you just touch it lightly and pick. Here what you're doing is your right hand has to do two things at the same time. I'm doing it so I'm playing a C, and with I'm fretting on the 3rd fret, this C here, where I'm also playing the G on the E string on the 3rd fret, going up an octave, 15th fret, and let me just adjust this a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. Okay, going up the 15th fret and touching it lightly with my index finger, and since I have these massive nails, I'm using the side of my index finger, and I'm using either my middle finger or my ring finger to play that harmonic. Okay, to get that octave sound. That's the fretted sound, that's the octave sound. This is nice at the end of a tune. I happen to be playing a C chord, so say at the end of a tune you can just pick through it, or or you could do a G. Like that, just to sort of end the tune off. It's kind of a cool thing. You could even do it within a progression, like a C to an A minor. In that case, do it the 12th fret, the open E string, F, like that. So there's all kinds of different ways you can do it. To do it in the rhythm in the course of a song, you have to get pretty good at it, and it's easier. Especially if you have long nails, it's easier if you do ones that are higher up. The octave is a little tricky because you've got more of the fingerboard in your way. But this is why I wanted to start with a high E string, because you don't have much below you. It's easier to do it, whereas the internal strings, it gets hard because you have to account for the fingerboard. But give it a shot. The main thing is, at first, just get used to your right hand doing it. So I'd start with maybe the 3rd fret or even the 5th fret, and try to get used to that motion, getting a really clear sound out of it, and see which finger is better for you to pick it. Again, usually for the fretting part of it, I usually do my index finger. For picking either my ring or my middle finger, see which one works best for you, and then practice with picking through a chord shape and adding it to the end of it. Alright, hope this is useful to you. Please let me know any comments or questions. This is sort of a specialized technique, but I think it's pretty cool. So, alright, as always, thank you so much for listening.